What is up, guys? A very happy New York session to you all. Can everybody hear me loud and clear? Let me know in the chat if the audio is working properly and if everybody can hear me loud and clear. How's the audio doing for everybody? Can everybody hear me? Let me know in the chat. Good morning, good morning. Hey Fabio, hey Max, how are you doing, mate? Hope you are doing well. Yes, it works. Okay, fantastic, guys. An absolute pleasure to have everybody here on board as always. For anybody who is new to the stream, welcome. My name is Fabio and super excited and happy to have you here in this New York stream that we do every single Tuesday and Thursday, where we go over every single market opportunity and I just share my view on what I'm expecting from the markets myself. So today is another beautiful day and blessed day to be alive. As you can see here in the background, just above my massive head, is that we have a very beautiful, little bit sunny day. Sun is trying to come through the clouds here in Amsterdam. I'm here in the office with both Louis and Rutger, who are going to be coming on the stream very shortly. Maybe Louis can already just come here and say hi.
What's up, guys? Nice to meet you.
So Louis will join in on the stream as well. Rutger here.
What's up, guys? How are we doing?
So you can see the whole team is here, guys. The whole team is here. Big shout out to both Louis and Rutger as always. Super happy to have them here in the office with me. Sure, they're going to be sharing some analysis as well here today. But as you know, we just start off the overall market outlook, or this live session like we always do, where everybody can just share where they are tuning in from today. Super curious to hear where you are from, guys. So let me know in the comment section where you are tuning in from today. And then in the meantime, we're just going to dive into the markets and pretty much see what is going on, because I see a lot of opportunity here for a lot of these major dollar pairs, man. A lot of these major dollar pairs are looking good. Personally, I'm looking still for further dollar index downside. We just had dollar news drop in the United States, so the inflation numbers came out. We also had some other news here on unemployment. Let me quickly have a look for you guys. So what came out? So we can see unemployment claims dropped a bit here. PPI is positive, so here inflation rose a bit, but core PPI stayed the same. So core PPI is the more important one. For anybody who does not know what PPI is, it is a measure that it measures the change in the price of finished goods and services sold by producers, excluding food and energy. The reason why it's called core PPI and what the difference is with the normal PPI is that it indeed includes or excludes, the food and energy. So it's really like the core of inflation, because the food prices and the energy prices tend to fluctuate a lot. So they want to look at the core of the inflation and the overall trend. That is then called core PPI, which is a more important indicator than PPI itself. That's why, despite the good number there, we are still seeing that Euro USD is now rising up in towards the highs. So overall, what's now happened is that we've grabbed liquidity underneath the today's low, so today's open has now been taken out. We've created a bottom wick, and now we're looking for a further increase in price here on Euro USD. So this morning, a lot of you know that I was looking for further upside on Euro dollar. I was happy, to be honest, with take it from either here, right, so inside of this 4-hour demand zone in towards the upside, or to wait for liquidity to be grabbed and then to look for further upside. So now that we've grabbed that internal liquidity, I'm looking for further upside here on EU. Now the overall longs that I'm looking for myself should take place once we are able to break through this area of supply here. So let's see if we can break through this box that we have on the 15-minute time frame, and then I'll be looking for some further upside here on Euro USD to take out pretty much all of these descending highs that we have over here. Now, for the rest, there's one other interesting setup that I just want to walk you guys through before we go over any questions that you might have, and that is NZD USD. I'm also a big fan of NZD USD myself. Now, overall here on NU, if we just look at it from a daily perspective, we can very clearly, that's not supposed to happen, but what we can very clearly see here on the daily time frame is that we actually saw a daily change of character. So overall here, the daily time frame is looking pretty consolidative, right? Here we have the high, and here downstairs we have the low. I'm not sure what I'm saying downstairs, but you guys understand what I mean. So here we liquidate the range low, and now we have the range high still open. Here we had a daily change of character. So again, a change of character is nothing more than a trend shift. So what we had in the past was a push up, retracement, a push up, then a push down, retracement, push down again. Again, overall, what this is just looking like is literally like a trend here, where we see another push down. Then we saw a push up in towards this high over here, which is this high over here. Then now we're seeing a push down, and then I'm just looking for further upside continuation to take out the equal highs. Okay, so that's what I'm currently looking for on NZD USD. Then overall, this here is your daily fractal range. Again, draw in the premium versus discount, and then on the daily fractal range, you'll be able to see that we already rejected the 0.5 fib. Then I went down in towards the 4-hour time frame. And what I can see here on the 4-hour time frame is that the 4-hour fractal is still bullish from this low over here in towards this high, right? This is just one strong impulse in towards the highs. Then we get a descending correction. A descending correction is more often than not a sign of potential bullish momentum coming into the market. Then still you need to wait for some lower time frame confirmation. But yeah, overall looking still for a further continuation here on NZD USD. We have a lot of descending highs, so a lower high, lower high, lower high, and even here today we pretty much formed two equal highs over here, which I'm looking to see get taken out. Now you can see here very clearly, and I know this is forex.com data, but this for me is a monthly open. Let's just consider this a monthly open. You can see this is a very strong level within the market overall. Now again, if you were to draw in the premium versus discount tool, you can see that this is the 0.5 level of this overall consolidation range that we're in, guys. So always when the market is ranging, you stick to 3 levels. You stick to the 75% level, that is often resistance, the 25% level, which is always going to be support, and then the 50% level is going to be a natural level where you can bounce off of potentially. So when you are looking for longs, you can potentially look for longs from the 0.5 fib or from that 0.25 fib in towards the highs. So then when on NZD USD, when I go in towards the 1-hour time frame, what we then identify here is that we had a fake area of supply over here. So this fake area of supply, again, why is this a fake area of supply? Because there's no liquidity in the overall push downwards. So then what happens, we see kind of like this V-shaped reversal, institutions stepping into the market, and then we form kind of like a fresh area of demand over here. However, you guys know one thing of myself, and that is that I never really look to go long on these kind of areas of demand, because again, in the overall push up, not a lot of liquidity. So what I was then looking for here on NZD USD, and if you watched the daily market outlook this morning, you would have seen it. This here is your high, this here is your low, and then this here is kind of like your early buyers getting into the market. We liquidate them, and then we're now looking for a potential further upside move. So now what I'm waiting for on NZD USD is for the lower time frame, very similar to EU, like I just explained at the beginning of the stream, to start shifting. So now what I want to see is this 1-hour fractal high get broken, strong push up, then we form a new area of demand over here, and then we can look for a potential long, guys. So this is kind of like a setup that I'm looking for now on NZD USD to form, but waiting just for a little bit more confirmation yeah, on that side of things. So we need structure to shift, and then we'll have some potential longs on our hands. Okay, so let's see if that comes today, and then I'm going to be looking to take out all of these descending highs that we have over here. For the rest, what's important to understand is what the dollar index is doing. The dollar index is currently pushing down lower, which should be pushing Euro USD up higher. I'll check that in a second. What I like about the dollar index here is that we have these two descending lows, so they should be taken out, but we need to do one thing, and that is break this low over here, because at the moment we have kind of like this 1-hour order flow, right? We can very clearly see again that this is now demand that is in control. So we need to break through that area of demand. It needs to become supply, and then I'll be pretty certain that we're going to be able to take out what? Again, if we zoom out here on towards the 4-hour time frame to take out these lows that we have over here. Again, as well, we have a 1, a 2, a 3. A lot of trendline traders are now looking to go long here. This is just very simple psychology. They see a bullish candlestick, they place a stop loss underneath where? Well, underneath the most recent significant low. Most of the time, it's the second fib or the second trendline touch, and now we're just looking for that next push down on the dollar index to occur. But what do we need? We need that lower time frame confirmation, and that should come when we start breaking this little demand chain that we have over here. Otherwise, the dollar index could still push up, take out the liquidity above this black line here, and then I'll be looking for sells once again. So two potential sell opportunities here on the dollar index. Either we break the 1-hour fractal low and then we look for shorts, or we follow the 1-hour fractal structure up higher. We come in towards this weekly level over here, the weekly open, we liquidate this liquidity high, and then we start looking for shorts. Okay, so these are the two potential trades that I see here on the dollar index. Not going to go too much more in detail because I've been doing this pretty much every single day for the week. Obviously the dollar index overall has been pretty consolidative, but from a daily perspective, we have a daily area of supply, and I'm looking for this supply zone to hold and to push the market down lower, take out these ascending lows that we have over here. So that for me is the next target on the dollar index. But yeah, just waiting for a little bit more momentum to start kicking in. But then again, that should come once we break this 1 hour demand zone over here, because then the 1 hour demand zone will turn into supply, and then we have a nice supply zone to continuously looking for shorts all the way back down to take out all of those equal lows. Okay, so I see less music. I'll put the music a little bit down. A lot of information, guys, here in a very short space of time. And thank you now for listening to my little rant here for what I'm looking. As we can see, Euro USD moving nicely, also now breaking that 15-minute zone. So now we have a 15-minute demand zone over here. So what I'm now going to be looking for is I'm going to be waiting for that dollar confirmation. Let's see if the dollar is ready to push down a little bit lower, guys, just a little bit lower. That is going to be my confirmation for another Euro USD short. So let's wait to break this low here, and then we'll get in on those Euro USD longs. Okay, so I already like Euro USD longs. You could already get in, but it is just a tickle aggressive. Wait 1 more minute for at least the candle close, and then you could get into a long like this. Yes, that is possible, but personally I'll be waiting for the dollar index to break that 1 hour demand chain that we currently have going on. Then for me, the confirmation will be coming in for those potential lower time frame buys on Euro USD. Okay, so that is that. Now, any questions, guys? Any questions? Drop them in the chat and let's go through them all. Yeah, this is pretty much it. Now just looking to trade this up higher. Let's see, what other questions do we have? Okay, so Euro USD is explained. By the way, the Discord link is now pinned in the chat, guys, so make sure to join the Discord right over there. In the meantime, let's keep a look and an eye here on what Euro USD is going to do. Also, again, NZD USD also looking interesting, but it needs to break this black line over here, which is your 1 hour fractal high. And in the meantime, we'll just keep the dollar index open here on our screen, and let's see if we can break through this little demand zone over here that is currently preventing the dollar index from pushing down any lower. So this is currently what I'm waiting for. That for me is going to be the confirmation. Okay, so let's see. Questions. Good morning. I have a question. You personally wait or make the operation in 1 hour or the 15-minute, or what do you suggest me? I suggest always starting off by trading on the 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour time frame will always give you a higher win rate than trading on the 15-minute, in my opinion. Also gives you more peace of mind. You're going to have a wider stop loss and more time to think about the potential setup that you're going to be looking for. Just again, guys, just going to note it down for you. Either we're looking for a break of this area of demand, or we're looking for this and then for this. Okay, so these are the two options that I have here for the dollar index. Fabio, in your USD weekly, it is bullish, but the daily is bearish, and it's kind of confusing situation for me as we don't know whether to take the time frame. I know big time frame is more important, but still the 1 hour time frame is down. Yes, so that's the thing with Euro USD at the moment, guys. It is a little bit conflicting at the moment. Again, waiting for that structural break above. Did we get a 50-minute candle close above? No, we did not. Okay, so still waiting, guys. The highest probability trade here on Euro USD will come when we see a break above, then a retest, and then a long. Okay, so I would still be a little bit cautious with taking those longs until we have a little bit more confirmation, and especially from the dollar. A good question is, okay, the weekly time frame on the Euro USD is bullish from a fractal perspective. So what we had here on the weekly time frame on Euro USD was we had a liquidity grab underneath this little low here, and since then we've been reversing back in towards the highs. Now, when you have these kind of situations where the daily time frame overall is bearish, yes, it is bearish, right? So we had an overextended move in towards the downside, and now this is evolving into something else. What you need to take into consideration here is that way the market has moved, right? So here we have indeed an overextended move, or you could even look at this overextended leg over here. What happens after that overextended leg, okay? There are two ways that a market tends to correct. So one, we have an ascending correction, and two, we have a descending correction. So an ascending correction is often a sign that there's potential bearishness to come. A descending correction is a sign that there's potential bullishness to come, okay? So what does this look like? Well, for example, if we look over here, where you see a strong impulse down, and then you get an ascending correction, you often again see an impulse down, okay? As simple as that. When you have a impulse down, again, like you had over here, an extended impulse down, we have an ascending correction, you see another big impulse down. As simple as that. Again, over here, you see it time and time again. Overextended push down, ascending correction, and then again, eventually we push back down. So it happens everywhere. Now, when we look for potential buys, what you need is something like an overextended move down or an overextended move up and then an ascending correction. So a good example could be like this over here, where we have an overextended move down and then we have a descending correction and then eventually we head up higher again. You see? Another example would be, obviously Euro USD has been moving very bearish for a long time. So we need to look for some other examples, but we could, for example, argue that, let's see, well, again, here you see overextended move down, ascending correction, overextended move down again. Again, it happens time and time again, overextended move down, ascending correction, overextended move down. So when you're looking for the other way around, we need something like this, where you see an overextended move up, then we get an ascending correction. So market is ascending corrective, and then you see a push down. Okay, so what I'm now, oh, that's not supposed to happen. So now what we're looking at here is, again, we get that descending correction down, and then we're looking now for a potential correction back up. Now, Euro USD has evolved into something a little bit different here due to the fact that it's very corrective. So what I'm overall looking at here on Euro USD, and I've drawn this out pretty much every single day now, is this range over here that we have. And let's just make the lines nice and thick. You can very clearly see that the 25% level here is acting as your support, and the 75% level, which we have over here, is acting as a resistance. So at least kind of looking for a push in towards that area of the 75% fib for Euro USD, which is pretty much just the previous weekly high. Now, why do I look at this range trading tool? It's because I always look at, for example, Euro Yen, or I look at, for example, ooh, Euro Yen is dropping nicely. I look at, for example, Euro Yen. And Euro Yen is the perfect example of this, where we have a area of consolidation. 75% mark is where you sell from, 25% mark is where you buy from. And then again, the 50% line, which is this pretty much this dotted line over here, is, as you can see, a natural area where the market pretty much always engages with. Even here again, you see today Euro Yen is dropping, makes a lot of sense. I was even looking at this earlier to take on a potential short actually this morning, where we saw a very, very nice setup. So here what you had was like a liquidity high. This here is a liquidity high. What happens? We grab that liquidity, we see a bearish candle. So this is like a level of resistance, right? For a lot of traders, then they get in on this sell position over here, stop loss above the highs, and then you see they get stopped out, and then the real push in towards the highs or in towards the downside happens. So this is the perfect kind of liquidation event that we have over here. Then the perfect setup was pretty much here on the 1 hour bearish change of character. And then from there, you can look at the lower time frame. So the lower time frame, what did it provide? It provided here the structural break, and then you didn't touch this area of supply, but then from there, the order flow got filled here beautifully. And then from there, you could have gotten in on a sell position. So some nice price action there on Euro Yen. Yeah, definitely looking for a little bit of a deeper correction on that still. Still has potential to drop. Same for dollar yen. Dollar yen shorts were also on the table. We can also very clearly see here that the daily fractal structure on dollar yen is still in control. We had overall this area of supply over here, right? And that supply zone is now pushing the market down lower again. What is the fractal high? This is the fractal high. This is the fractal low. You make a retracement pretty much all the way back up into premium prices, right? The 75% fib, as you can see over there. And then from there, you sell off in towards the downside. Going towards the 4 hour time frame, a lot of traders were looking at this area of supply over here. This obviously is not really a strong area of supply. Overall, what happened is that we tapped in towards the overall buy before the sell. Then look at the lower time frame being the 1 hour. And then you can kind of see that on the 15-minute time frame, that is where the real juice kind of came out. Again, very nice price action, especially if you look at like the 5-minute time frame. This is exactly what I meant earlier with the ascending correction. You have an overextended move in towards the upside, ascending correction. You have 1, 2, third high, boom, drop in towards the downside. And from there, the overall correction happens. Like, this is the perfect example of what I was just explaining. Remember, guys, ascending correction, downside, descending correction, upside. Exactly like I explained earlier. So again, always count 3 highs, and then after that we see kind of like the structural level break. Here we had kind of like an area of consolidation. You see that the range high here gets liquidated. Here the range low got liquidated, and then eventually we head down lower. But again, it's so nice to see. Like, this is literally, again, 101 of range trading, where here you have the range high, here you have the range low when the market was consolidating. And then what happens overall is, again, low, high, and then eventually you choose a direction. And then eventually when you head down lower, because obviously if we look at the daily time frame, we understand, okay, the daily time frame is inside of a supply zone, so shorts make sense. You then go into the 15-minute time frame, and then you follow the overall order flow down lower, right? So you can very clearly see that there's a very clear supply chain active. Every single time you just simply look at the buy before the sell. So here, what did we have? We had a buy before the sell over here. Then again, we had a buy before the sell over here. Then again, we had a buy before the sell over here. And that's continuously just pushing the market down lower. A lot of you who watch my videos now know here we have a demand zone. This for me is a fake area of demand. Why? Because there's no liquidity in the overall push up. So now expecting that demand zone pretty much just to get taken out. Shorts on UJ made a lot of sense. Very nice trade, and congratulations if you're in it. Looking for still some further downside on UJ. Questions. How long have you been trading for Fabio? Since 2019. Reading the chat now, guys. Sorry, just in a talkative mood today. Let's have a look. Yeah, I need price levels, guys. I need price levels to understand what you are looking for. In the meantime, don't forget to leave a like here on the stream. Always highly appreciated if you at least can leave a like. Just means the world, you know. A lot of time and effort goes into these streams. So yeah, if you can just leave a like, that's highly appreciated. In the meantime, look, the dollar index is still struggling with that area of demand. That's why I'm being a little bit hesitant still with getting in on Euro USD, waiting for that demand zone to fill. Then we'll unleash the dollar index shorts on them, and we'll start buying Euro USD, and we'll start buying GP USD. In the meantime, any news coming out? Let's see. Aha. This is why. Here we go again. Trump to hold press conference on, I had a hard time pronouncing this morning, reciprocal tariffs at 1 p.m. Eastern, okay? So we have 1 p.m. Eastern, we have a press conference. 1 p.m. Eastern, what time is that here in Europe? In how many minutes or hours is that, guys? That could be in 5 minutes. Not sure. No, 1 p.m. Eastern, that should be, I think, still in like 2 hours or so. So it should still take some time. What time is that? 7 for us. Okay, so that's still in, that's in 4 hours time. Okay, so still a lot of news coming out today, guys, which is going to cause some stress on the markets. Let's keep an eye on that. Yeah, 7 p.m. tonight. Okay, so GPUSD, yeah, I was looking for some further GU upside, to be honest. Demand's still in control for now. The only thing that we have with GU is that it's ranging pretty hard. That's the one. And then 2, we have kind of like this yearly open level acting as a natural barrier. So as a natural area of resistance. So keeping an eye on that overall. Not really too keen on getting involved with GU. I'm more focused on both EU and NU. So on NU, you guys know what I'm looking at. For myself, that is just kind of like this 1 hour structural shift up, get some order flow in, and then start taking out all of those descending highs. And then obviously, you know what I'm looking for in Euro USD as well. We need kind of like an order flow to be created. Yeah, literally we need kind of like us, because now we're just ranging, right, a little bit here. I need an order flow to be created, and then we'll be able to take out all of those descending highs. But yeah, those tariffs could hurt us still. I saw a few tags on the chat. Let's see, JPY. So let's have a look at JPY. So GJ overall, if we zoom out real quick, what are we seeing here? So GJ overall made a pretty high retracement in towards the upside. Again, respecting the overall daily fractal high. This is here, the daily fractal high. This is here, the daily fractal low. We retraced all the way back up in towards that monthly open. Guys, these monthly, yearly opens are literally a cheat code within the market. Rutger found this indicator, to be honest, like it's absolute fantastic. Here you can see it, it's called opens. Just turn on the daily, weekly, monthly and 12 month and it will definitely come to your advantage. So we're inside daily area of supply here. Looking here at the 1 hour time frame, you can very well see again some nice price action where again early sellers getting in. What do we have to the left? We pretty much had this area of supply. A lot of sellers getting in, more liquidations taking place. This is why I always wait for just a little bit more bearish confirmation. To be honest, actually some very clean price action here on the 1 hour time frame this morning. Again, also a overextended move, guys, an overextended move. Then what did we have? We had an ascending corrective. We had a 1, a 2, a 3, and then further downside again. So some very nice price action. Overall, also very clean from a market structure perspective, where we see a break up, we see a break down, then what becomes your area of supply, that is then this, and then from there you could have looked to sell, potentially down lower, pretty much exactly like this actually. Some very nice price action on GJ overall. I would be a fan if you were in those shorts, so congratulations if you are. That was definitely the overall setup to be taken. If you're already in that, do keep in mind we do have a lot of descending highs still open. I need to do a little bit of reading later today on what's going to happen with the yen overall, because we're seeing a lot of yen weakness across the board. Not sure if any of you also look at these indexes, but if we look at the JPY basket, you saw this morning that we saw a 4-hour change of character here. So change of character down, change of character up. And then this candlestick pretty much confirmed that we were ready to start pushing up higher again, because we then formed an area of demand. And then you can pretty much see exactly here with this new candlestick, you tap in towards that demand zone, and then from there you start flying again. So nice price action here from the yen index. Yes, we still have some equal lows open, but overall a nice level to bounce from, to be honest, and some clean price action there for everybody on GJ pretty much. So congratulations if you took those GJ sells. Do keep in mind we're kind of nearing some demands, so this is going to become rough terrain overall, but if we do break this area of demand, then you can hold on to your trade and it should push a lot lower, with this being your first next target, and then obviously even lower prices being possible. But yeah, if you are holding on to this, congratulations, and there is still potential for it to push down lower, as the daily fractal structure is still in line with some further downside. But yeah, I wouldn't get into it like right now. You could wait maybe for like a retracement in towards here, but then I would definitely wait to see what the market does inside of there. Does it provide any bearish confirmation at all? In the meantime, we can have a look at Euro GBP. So what is Euro GBP overall doing? So let's go into Euro GBP. So Euro GBP is again selling off. I mean, let me just clean up this chart, because this chart looks literally like a child's painting. Overall, I just like to start on the weekly, because Euro GBP on a lower time frame is always a little bit messy. Overall, we still have a very significant swing low open over here. Let me just open up the chart a little bit higher. So we still have this swing low open, so still looking to target that swing low overall. What I'm seeing here is that this is currently the high, this is currently the low. We took out all of the liquidity over here, right? So this should push the market down lower now. We retrace back up in towards the monthly open. So I'm now looking at the lower time frame, and first of all, I look at the daily. What do I see on the daily? On the daily, I see a nice retracement in towards these two imbalance candles over here. Again, 50% body candle indicator, always a good one to use. Then what you want to do is you want to take the two most recent 50% body candles and draw your zone from the lowest to the highest wick. That is then your area of supply. A lot of, I would say, ascending lows still to get taken out. So let's see if the lower time frame provides us with anything. Overall, a little bit of a ranging market, I would say, here on Euro GBP. Personally, not a big fan of trading this. I don't really actively trade it myself, but again, pretty much that monthly level is acting as resistance. This morning we took out some of the highs here to the left, so this is the 1 hour. Makes sense. I mean, it makes sense to push down lower, and if your GP goes down, then GPUSD should go up. So keep an eye on GU as well. Though I would prefer for GU before any potential longs, because longs are risky. It's kind of like take out these lows here and then maybe look for long. And then in combination with the dollar index, because the dollar index still needs to shift, guys. As we can see, it's still a little bit uncertain because of those tariffs. I think the market is waiting for those tariffs to come out. So I'm waiting for this, or I'm waiting for this before getting into Euro USD, guys. Before getting into Euro USD. How much do you risk on every trade? Is 0.25% too small? I can't really comment, to be honest, on how much risk you take yourself. Myself, I take between 1% to 1.5% risk per trade on a live account. Let's see, what else are we looking for? In the meantime, guys, do not forget to leave a like on the stream and make sure to subscribe as well. What else? Can you show the creator of the opens indicator? Yes, we can. Here you can use this one by SBTNC. Type in daily, weekly, monthly, yearly opens. This is the indicator, guys, for anybody who is wondering. That is worth a lot of money, that tip. But you're going to get it for free, guys. Okay, so I see GP CAD longs on a demand level. Let's have a look at that. So GP CAD long on a demand level at 1.78104. Let's have a look. So 1.78104. Let's put this in 1.78104. Okay. Longs, but you're already in a long then because price is underneath that level. Let's have a look here at the daily first of all. So daily first of all is coming from where? The daily overall is coming from a yearly and monthly open, or from the yearly open. At the moment, this supply zone here seems to be in control. Let's have a look at the 4 hour time frame here. So you're looking to go long on this from this demand zone pretty much. That is what I understand. So again, what you saw here was like an overextended move and then a descending correction, breakout, pullback, breakout, pullback, and now you're looking for the next push up. I understand where you're coming from, though for myself, would I want to trade this? No. Why? Because here we have liquidity already grabbed above this high, so liquidity has already been grabbed. So there's no liquidity open like directly. Like this here is a nicer long if you would have been able to get in there, because then you can target this liquidity high first of all. Yes, you kind of have these highs open and this supply open as well. So from that perspective, it makes sense. But the thing is that daily supply here is currently in control. So what I'm seeing here is that this buy up, let me just draw it like this. This buy up before the sell down was in control. Now this buy up before the sell down here is in control. So we have like a double supply control here on GCAD, which for me just kind of invalidates the overall trade. For myself here, GCAD was trending and now GCAD is ranging. So I'm not trading GCAD, or I wouldn't trade GCAD at the moment. It's kind of like the same situation that we have now with GPUSD, where GPUSD trading is getting a little bit tricky. It becomes more clear when you look at the 4 hour. Like here you want to be trading, and here you kind of want to be waiting. You see? So like you have different markets, right? So here, this is a trading market. Here, this is a trading market. Here, this is a ranging market. You see the difference? So you want to be trading in a trading market. You want to be staying out in a ranging market. Maybe that makes sense, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. But I think this should make a lot of sense if you look at this. What else? NZD CAD. Let's have a look at NZD CAD. Paul Dira. Fabio, is your academy still open for a newbie? Of course. Maybe one of the guys can send out the phone number here in the chat. Maybe Rutger, if Rutger can share the phone number here in the chat, that would help. Then you can just message us, guys. If you have any questions ever, just make sure to send us a message on WhatsApp. We will never DM you first on Discord. Keep that in mind. The free Discord link is here in the chat as well. So make sure to join the free Discord and just be active, guys. Again, share charts every single day because we're there to help as always, as you know. But yeah, GPUSD overall ranging, and the same goes for GPCAD, also ranging. So I wouldn't really want to be trading that. And GPCAD is ranging like on the higher time frame. So if you look at GPCAD here, then join the range trading tool. It's kind of like in the middle of the range. So I would wait for GCAD to kind of like come into these lower levels and then start looking for buys. Look at sells from these higher levels. Just kind of stay out in the middle of the range. And if we look at Euro NZD, good one as well here. This is a very nice example in my opinion, because on Euro NZD we can very clearly see how the market was also consolidating. Look here at the 4 hour time frame. I know some people were looking for shorts here. I would really advise to always use the range trading tool in general, because you can again very clearly see how the market just reacts off the 25% level and how it reacts off the 75% level. So 75 here, 25 here. And it just keeps on bouncing. Now it's at the 75% level again. So now if you're looking at Euro NZD shorts, that could be a potential option again. Just for your knowledge, if you are looking for potential shorts. So in the meantime, let's have a look at gold as well. I understand a lot of you are looking at gold as well. I was looking for gold longs myself as well this morning. Looking at the daily, obviously you never know what the news is going to do. But again, keeping it nice and simple here. Like from a daily perspective, you can very clearly see, okay, we're in a trending market, right? So it makes sense to look for potential longs, right? This here is a trending market. So then you want to be trading what? You want to be trading longs. You want to be getting in on aggressive movement. So here we have a daily area of demand. This daily area of demand is in control. Then you drop down in towards the 4 hour. And what do we have on the 4 hour time frame? Here we had a 4 hour area of demand. So coming in towards that 1 hour area of, or 4 hour area of demand, excuse me, we can very clearly see we get a push down, pull back, push down, and then we start breaking up again. So now this overall sell for the buy here is in control, which you can kind of view as an area of demand. So I'm happy to look for further longs on gold within that overall black box. This morning I was looking at the 1 hour time frame, and what I saw pretty nicely here was, okay, 1 hour area of demand. Over here, 1 hour area of demand. So now we're inside of this 1 hour area of demand. I am definitely looking for some further upside here on gold. So let's see what we get. We liquidated this initial reaction over here. So let's see if we get any kind of like trend shift to go long again. That's what I'm looking for on gold. What does the opens indicator show us again? It shows crucial levels of support and resistance. Range trading tool, please tell me what that is. It just shows crucial areas that you have to keep an eye on in the markets. In the meantime, guys, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're new, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. Always appreciate it. Fabio, how is your risk to reward in challenge phase? Any advice on passing challenges quickly? There's no shortcut to success, guys. What you always need to do when you trade on these funded challenges or on these accounts is that you need to approach every single account like a business. You need to understand what kind of money you put in, what kind of money is going to potentially come out. You need to use a proper risk model that will help you pass the challenges, because if you risk 0.25% on every single trade, you're obviously never going to get anywhere. If you want to scale fast, you want to scale hard, send us a message on WhatsApp if you want to learn how to do this. Again, I'll share the link here in the chat. This is our official phone number. If you have any questions, message us there, and yeah, we should be able to help out. What else, guys? What else? Let's see what the dollar index is doing real quick again. So you see demand is still in control for now, keeping an eye open. Again, waiting. This demand zone needs to break, or we need to take out liquidity above this high, and then we'll look for a sell-off. One of the two. Still waiting, guys. Still waiting. Trading is all about patience. There's a reason why we make money with trading. It's because we stay patient and we wait for the perfect setup to play out. You only need one trade, guys. It is literally like this. You just need one trade to literally make your day. I had the exact same thing most recently, where I was actually in a drawdown on an account, $92,000 equity. I was in an 8% drawdown, and now it's in a $3,000 profit, so in a 3% profit again, all within 3 weeks, just because I waited for the perfect setup and I kept executing according to the plan, okay? And I need you guys to do this with me, okay? We need to wait for the perfect setup to play out. Wait for this little uptrend to break. Wait for the lows to go, and then the perfect short will arise. Sir, do you have Telegram? No, I do not. Silver. I see a lot of questions about silver. Let's have a quick look at silver. Rutger was looking at silver this morning as well. So silver overall is obviously, I still have the same charts on from last week. Fantastic. So silver overall is in an uptrend, guys. Let me just remove here all the boxes for you, and let's keep it nice and simple as always, because what I was explaining last week, and who was there in the stream last week, guys, let me know in the chat. Were you here on the stream last week, and does anybody remember that we discussed silver? Let me know if you were in the stream last week, guys, because we're going to discuss silver now, and I want to just really know if any of you were there as well. Vivek, you're literally just going to get banned. It's so sad to see people spam the chat. So sad. Go and sit in the corner. Okay, so who remembers who was in silver last week, guys? EU ready to long. What I've just been explaining, guys, on your USD. Please subscribe to the channel and be here in the chat. Just watch back in the chat and you'll understand how it works. Okay, so look, what happened last week on silver overall is that we had a trending market, right? And this is not last week, but this is like overall in general. So here we have a trending market where the market is trending in an uptrend. Then what do we have here? We have a retracement in towards the downside. So this is orange. Then again, we have an uptrend in towards the upside. So where do you want to be trading? You want to be trading inside the green box. So here, trading, here we have pullback, let's just call it pullback, and here again we're trading. So we're looking for this up, down, up, down, up, and then we want to be trading longs in those uptrends, right? That is what makes sense. So we're looking for that further upside, okay? So now what do we have here? we have this potential uptrend that we can be trading, right? Let's just draw in a Fibonacci for the sake of it. We can again very clearly see that we got a nice what? Retracement into discount, right? Here, 618, for anybody who loves the 618. We had a retracement into the 618. Okay, so now we understand potential longs are on the cards, okay? So then I look here at the 4-hour time frame. What do we have? Okay, break of structure up, break of structure up, break of structure up, break of structure up, low, high. So I'm personally then looking for longs. Here, I draw in my Fibonacci retracement. What do we see? We see again, retracement exactly into what? Into the monthly open level. Remember what I mentioned at the beginning of the stream? The monthly, the yearly opens, those are key levels to always look out for on your chart. So that's a nice level, the monthly open level. Then we zoom in. Let's have a look what's going on here. We see that we had an area of demand here, that demand zone pretty much got respected. Obviously, yes, we liquidated the low. That was more because of news. And we saw it tap into that monthly open. And then what happened here is a change of character. So a change of character, again, is just nothing more than a trend shift, pushing towards the upside. And now I'm definitely looking for some further upside. Going in towards the 1-hour time frame, do we see any clear areas of demand? Not really. Maybe down over here is going to be the best long opportunity. Let's see what happens. Either wait for like a trend shift to happen if we see a deeper retracement. So something like this, or wait for this like to get broken and then this, okay? So these are kind of like the two options because we were consolidating here on the 1-hour time frame, and now you can kind of see we've come underneath the range low. So now let's see if we can get some upside and then boom, 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 you know, like this. Boom, 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 boom. You guys know what it is. What else? Let's have a look. What else? Hey, I want funds. Me too, bro. Yeah. I want funds as well, man. I want funds as well. What about the daily opens or focus on the monthly and the yearly? They all work, Melina. It doesn't really matter what you trade, but they're all good. They're all good. Okay, I'm happy to hear, Magic. We have the 50-minute fractal that we need to break on your USD. Is the demand zone then valid if it's only with a wick break? That's what Loney is asking. So, guys, a demand zone is not necessarily valid with just a wick break. Yes, you can trade it. Like I could say this is now 50-minute demand and we could just go long like this. But is it going to have a high probability? Is there a high win rate with these kind of setups? No, not necessarily. So preferably I would just like not trade these kind of setups and just definitely wait always for like a candle close, because otherwise you can just become the liquidity, you know? So yeah, preferably just always wait for the candle close. Still waiting on NZD USD in the meantime. Dollar index still waiting as well. You know what we're looking for on the dollar index, one of these two before any potential shorts on the dollar. USD Swiss was nice. We discussed this last week as well. USD Swiss is now at a yearly level. Again, look how strong that yearly level is, guys. Look again. You can literally see it kind of like bouncing on top of that yearly level. Very interesting to see. Like we get the entire impulse down and then exactly at that yearly level, because there's no like clear area of demand here to the left, right? But there is the yearly level, and you can see that like the yearly level just causes the market to stop pushing. So very interesting to see, and yeah, a good takeaway personally. And again, look at this, by the way, guys. Look at this. So we see an overextended push in towards the highs. Then we see this ascending correction again. One high, two high, third high, and then boom, pushing towards downside. Very nice to see. Again, some more. Boom, 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 boom. Again, more questions. Hey, Fabio, hope you are a good man. They're saying NZD USD is projected to be the best performing pair this year. Thoughts? Who is they? Who is they? I want to know who they is. Is it my taxi driver? Because then I'm going to start selling NZD USD. Is it my baker? Is it my butcher? Is it my mother? Is it my father? Is it my grandmother? Who is it? Who's saying this? That's important to understand. Hey, Fabio, I'm not able to understand BOS and CHoCh in higher time frame. Again, BOS is very simple, guys. A break of structure. Change of character is literally on individual candlesticks itself. Again, very simple walkthrough. When we look at break of structure, this is a break of structure, right? We zoom out. So here, break of structure, here, break of structure, here, break of structure. These are break of structures. They show us what the overall trend is. What is a change of character? You zoom in. You go into the individual candlesticks themselves. You see what is going on over there. This here is a change of character high. This here is a change of character low. Push up, push down, push up, boom, change of character down, push up, boom, continuation. This was the supply zone that was created thanks to the change of character, and then that's how you sell. As simple as that. CAD Yen shorts. It's my brother. Ha 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 ha. I don't think he responded anymore on where he thinks that NZD USD is heading, but who do you think? Who do you guys think that said this? NZD USD is going to be the best performing asset. My brother told me. What does your brother do for work? He plays football. Oh, okay, makes sense. I get this question a lot. Like, Fabio, I saw on an Instagram ad that this is the best trading strategy to use. Do you think this is correct? Like, come on, man. We have another spammer in the chat, guys. We have another spammer in the chat. Oh, Sakif. Sorry, brother, but you're going to be put in the corner for another timeout, man. Next. Sorry, guys. Streaming is a tough life. Fabio, can you tell me if the setup in the 1 minute is the same as dynamic swing trading? Yes, you can just use the exact same concept that you use on the higher time frame, also on the lower time frame, being the 1 minute. Definitely. Would I be a fool to long euro yen? I don't want to call anybody a fool, but like I call this like buying a falling knife, right? So here the push has already happened, right? You don't want to be getting in. Where do you want to be getting in? You want to be getting in on the potential either retracement over here, or you want to be getting in on the bullish confirmation, right, over here, or you want to be getting in on the break and then the retest over here. Like, you don't want to be getting at the end of a push, right? So if you look at this trend-wise, push up, push down, push up, push down, like you're trading here. Where do you want to get into the market? You want to get into longs over here. You want to get into shorts over here, right? So these are the circles that you want to trade. And now you want to get in over here potentially. Those are kind of like the areas where you want to get involved. You don't want to get like into any shorts at the end, or you don't want to also be buying a falling knife. Hi Fabio, what concepts do you use? I just use simple supply and demand trading strategy with market structure. It's a while since you've been that funny. Oh, thank you, Melina. I find myself not so funny. There's not a lot of people who find me funny, to be honest. I don't have a very good sense of humor, except for the CHoCh joke. Like, I'm not going to say it again, but for the real OGs who were here on the stream a few weeks ago, you'll know the CHoCh joke. Maybe some of you can tell it in the chat, but I think that was one of my best jokes to date here on the stream. Who remembers the CHoCh joke, guys? Like the change of character. Fabio, what is your win rate out of 10? What is your win rate out of 10? It depends how sexy you find a 50% win rate with a 1 to 3 risk to reward, my friend. Do you think she's good looking or bad? 1 to 3 with a 50% win rate. Is that a 10 out of 10 for you or not? Some of the people who were on the stream indeed remember, man. The CHoCh joke. I cannot say, you know, like telling a joke like a second time is never going to be as funny as the first one. Love your jokes, bro. Remember, it sounds without the H is like the roaster's other name. Okay, I really don't understand what that's supposed to mean, brother, but I love you. What is the difference between limit and stop orders? A buy stop is when the high breaks. So you put, for example, here, you put a buy stop, and a buy limit is when you put it underneath, and then you say, okay, when price comes here, then I get tagged in. So this is a buy limit, and this here is a buy stop. As simple as that. Fabio, gold potential to go on. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure, gold can go to 3,000. Depends, because Trump has been saying that the war in or between Russia and Ukraine is going to get solved, and there's going to be peace, and that should cause like a dump on gold overall. I have a question. How does this system actually work? Everybody makes money from here. No, nobody always makes money, my brother. Nobody always makes money. I lose as well a lot, man. How do you control your FOMO? Trade the higher time frame. Stay away from the lower time frame. What do you guys think of the new shorts, by the way? I've been uploading some new shorts on Instagram and on YouTube. What do you think of the live trading? It's just me scalping a bit on the 1 minute time frame. Check it out. Make sure to leave a like, by the way. I hope everybody's leaving a like on those things, because I'm just sitting behind my desk for an hour filming myself, so it really takes some time to film those things, man. But we can do some scalping live as well. If you help one of them go viral, we'll do some live scalping. Fabio, do you think that to operate on smaller charts, that is correct to operate in just one session to have more volatility. Always when you trade the lower time frame, trade in session. So trade New York or London Open. Oh, thanks guys, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Means a lot. Fabio gets death threats sometimes when he loses. Man, you guys really do not want to know what kind of DMs I get. Literally. when I don't take live trades, people say you're a scammer, and then when I upload a short where I trade live, then people say you're a scammer. So I guess you're always just gonna stay a scammer. All I can do is just focus on myself, just enjoy these streams with you guys, and just try and make the best of life, you know. I think that's the most important part, and I just enjoy doing this with you guys. I think this is so much fun, man. Can you name your win rate? Yeah, his name is Pluto. You know Pluto, the win rate Pluto, the moon win rate. Fabio, have you ever used the trigger stop loss with +5 pips? Is that an idea to make more profits? I never heard of a trigger stop loss, man. Anybody else heard of a trigger stop loss, guys? Take a look at AUD for me, please. Okay, because you said please, let's have a look at AUD. What are you looking for? AUD USD or just AUD futures? What is it? I'm not gonna lie, like AUD is at a nice level. It's consolidating so badly, man. It's like it's waiting for China to start announcing that they're gonna do something real crazy. And like, I don't wanna say what, but it's consolidating very heavily already since last Wednesday. I mean, 25% buy, 75% sell. Trading can be that simple. Imagine just buying the 75 or the 25% level, and just imagine selling the 75% level. That's how to become rich, man. That's how to become rich. If you want a good trading strategy, use that. Are you going to the Champions League final? No, but if you want to bring me, let's go, bro. Where can I find? I'm a massive Arsenal fan, for anybody wondering. So, you know, if you want to make me happy, just tell me we're going to an Arsenal game together, and let's have some fun. Fabio in a good mood today, always, brother. Geert, how are you doing, my man? Gold is doing fantastic. What was your highest R? I don't know, man. I've taken thousands of trades. What is a good trade simulator? FX replay is good. What about Euro Yen? Already talked about that so many times. Guys, come on. Something new. Give me something interesting. Something interesting. Tell me something I didn't know before we started this live stream. Does anybody have something interesting to mention? Let me know. I think everybody here in the stream wants to be entertained, so maybe somebody can tell something interesting that nobody knows about, and then I'll tell it here to everyone, and then everybody's going to be happy about me telling that. Let me know, guys, if you know anything interesting. In the meantime, would you please share how you got into the industry? Through my father, who is a trader as well. But that's going to be explained very soon on a podcast, guys, because we're going to go on a podcast of a very, very big prop firm, thanks to all of the consistent prop firm payouts that we've been making. But more on that very, very soon. Do you use RSI? Any tips? No, I do not. RSI sounds like an Audi, like a car, like the Audi RSI. You know, like in Holland, everybody likes to have like an RS3, an Audi RS3. I'm not sure if you guys know that car, but oh, RS2, RS3. Everybody wants this car in Holland. Like an RSI, like the Audi RSI. That's how stupid an RSI sounds. Doesn't exist, but would be funny if it did. The Audi RSI. It's like Mercedes-Benz has AMG and then Audi has RSI. Like Audi RSI. Like we can make a TV commercial. Please, Fabio. Practical explanation of how to set a limit order, please. Sure, just give me your MT5 login, bro. And no, joking. I'll maybe do it one time soon. All-wheel drive turbo. Yeah, the RSI all-wheel drive turbo, man. UJ. Yeah, UJ pushing still. Yeah, I mean, I'm still expecting this low to go very soon. and then we'll see how it reacts. Like, it depends. Like, we take out the low, that could be like the catalyst then to start pushing up higher again and take out all of these descending highs. Or we take out the low, we see like strong momentum still, and then we'll take out all of these lows and start pushing back down in towards here. Like, it depends. Okay, let's see what happens inside of this demand zone. Like, this demand zone then needs to change structure, and then we'll take out those descending highs. Preferably like see low liquidate, boom, then change of character. That is even higher probability trade. Like, there's a lot to happen on UJ potentially. I mean, shorts make sense if you close below it and then you pull back in towards here and then you see lower time from confirmation. Longs make sense if you pull below it and then push above, see the change of character, get lower time from confirmation, and then you look for longs again. As simple as that. You think Arsenal can catch Liverpool? 100%, man. Arsenal is going to catch Liverpool for sure. Did you know everyone here who keeps going will become a profitable trader in the future? Yes, Kelvin, 100%. Guys, never think about quitting. Quitting is the #1 dream killer. I am here to remind you that if you put in the work every single day, if you show up every single day, if you're inside our Discord server every single day, by the way, join in the link here of the chat, you will succeed in trading. As simple as that, man. EU going down, 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 down. Yeah, possible for sure. Let's see. It's not going down that hard yet. We're waiting, guys. We're waiting. Remember what we need. We need the dollar to shift structure. We need the dollar to shift structure. So we need to break this, or we need to liquidate this and then see change of character down. That is what I need for Euro USD buys. What is your live schedule? Tuesday and Thursdays, New York live open. Guys, subscribe to this channel, because when we have 100,000 subscribers, there's going to be a massive giveaway, because we're giving away some funded accounts, or potential funded accounts, because you have to, of course, become funded yourself. Prop from challenges, that's what we're giving away. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. How you can enter this giveaway is going to be announced very, very soon, but subscribe to the channel. If you can show me that you're getting a lot of people to subscribe to the channel, just send me a DM on Discord whatsoever. There is going to be a reward for you, but you just need to help me out, because we need to get to 100,000 subscribers, because we just need to get there. So help me out on that one. If you can get us there, it would just mean the world. Literally, I cannot sleep anymore, because I'm waiting every single day until we have the 100,000. But I just want to say thank you for tuning in to today's stream as well. So make sure to leave a like on the stream. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we're going to be doing a giveaway. Send me a message on Discord if you are getting people to subscribe, because there's going to be an amazing giveaway. And in the meantime, just thanks for joining once again. You guys know what we need here from the dollar. We need the confirmation. Then I can get into a trade. I wanted to share a trade today, but I need the confirmation from the dollar. So waiting. I'll update you guys in Discord. Send me an @ inside Discord, guys. When the dollar starts doing what we want, that's when I'm going to be able to, send out a trade potentially. So, see you guys inside Discord. Link is pinned here in the chat. Thank you for joining all. Wish you all a fantastic trading day. Really means the world, as always, that you showed up here again for the live stream on YouTube. And I wish you all a fantastic trading day. Let's keep an eye on those dollar shorts. And if we can get Euro USD to push up higher, that is the next big thing. Thank you for watching. See you on the next stream. Have a beautiful and blessed day, guys. Thank you.